Alright, I have some origami paper. We're gonna be doing origami frogs. You can do this with kids, you can do it for yourself. I think it's relaxing. I got this box from Amazon. 1,000 sheets, 25 different colors, 40 sheets for each color. And the size is 6 by 6, and that's in inches. All right, so since we're doing a frog, I'm gonna do green piece of paper. Alrighty, so first we're gonna fold your sheet in half, hot dog style. It's a square sheet of piece of paper, so no problems. I'm using the back of my finger, my nail actually. You're gonna take this top edge and you're gonna meet it along here flush. Alright, so, and you wanna have a point up top, and then you're gonna crease it. Now, like I said, I used to do this with my patients all the time, and I noticed that they tend to like it better if you fold it in half first, so you have a guiding line. So like if I fold this in half, I'll just do it for you, then you have this right here where you can also try and meet. So now we're gonna do this bottom edge, and we're gonna just meet there. And like I said, back of the thumbnail, there you go. All right, now you're gonna do the same the other way. You're gonna be lining it up. Right there, back of the finger. So now we're gonna turn it. We're gonna meet this side with this side. And you're grabbing all of the two layers at this point. Alright, now we're just Alright, so now it's looking like this. You're gonna wanna flip it over so it's like popping up off the table a little bit. And then you're gonna fold it to the middle line. And that's where the patients that I work with love it. Whenever I told them to just go ahead and do that center line right here, and then you can just meet to that center line, right? But you still want to get squared up. Okay, so do that, and now we're gonna do it at the top as well. So we're gonna fold this to the center line. And if it kind of comes apart a little bit, that's fine. With this pattern, you don't need to be exact. This is supposed to be fun and relaxing, and that is literally it. Now you're seeing it, hopefully, these lines. Now it's looking like this because we just did parallel lines right here. All right, so now you're gonna go under it, and then you're just gonna push up so it pops up. You see how it just did that? I'll do it again. So it looks like this. And then you're just pushing in the center, and then it just wants to pop up if you've been doing those creases. You're gonna do that with both of them, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna come in under here, kind of like little scissors, right? And then I'm going to push down in this triangle section and push with these pointer fingers and pushing the middle part in, so it's kind of making this hourglass shape. And then we're gonna push it down, we're gonna sandwich it all together, right? And so we got one. So now we're gonna push up the other side. I'm gonna actually turn it around because it's easier for me to do it this way. Like I said, this is pointing downwards, right? You can start pushing those in if you want. And then you're gonna push like you're pinching at this point, and then come back, sandwich it. Okay. All right, so we're at this point right now. It's looking like a square. You can still see that fate line right there that we did for that middle line popping up off of the back of the paper, All right, so now you're gonna take this point right here and you're gonna bring it up to this tip. Okay, so point to point, you just want to do point, so point to point, and you're going to do this for each corner that's popping up. And like I said, you can go in with the back of your thumbnail, or a marker or a pen or whatever is flush and that you can rub along it and burnish it. All right, point to point. Point to point, so it looks like this right now. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do point to point. Just like that. And then the last one, point to point, and it's going to be in the middle, right? So it's looking like this. Flat edge right here. I don't know if you can see that. This flat edge. And you're gonna meet up with this crease that we just made. This flat edge with this crease. So we're just gonna turn it and crease it. These are gonna be the little frog's feet, okay? Just like that. Let's do it again. This flat edge to this crease. It's a little fold. And the more layers or the thicker paper you have, the harder it will be. Okay, so we got little feet. Now we're going to do the same over here. Flat edge to crease. And you can use your finger to kind of, if it's bowing out or whatever, you can use your finger and get it to go flush. Okay. Now we're going to do the last one. Edge to crease. So these are our 4 froggy feet. Okay, we're gonna flip it over, and you're gonna, if your paper has a pattern or whatever, then you want to decide what's going to be the head, what's going to be the butt, right? But since it's plain green, I don't have any pattern whatsoever, I am going to just keep going with the next step. Okay, all right, so this, you want to imagine this is a line. If you want to do a little cheating, you can fold this in half so you have a center line again. So you just do a light crease, no thumbnail or anything, you just want in a guiding line, right? Okay, but make sure when you're doing this that these points are pointing out. They're pointing outward. Okay, so now we're going to take this edge and we're going to line it up with the middle crease that we just did. And like I said, that was a little light crease, and that's just a cheating guide. So now we have this is the arm to the frog. Okay, so now we're gonna go on this side and then fold to the center. And these you do want to have as, nice crisp lines. So we're looking at it like this. So this is the head, this is gonna be the butt. Okay, all right, so this is gonna be a little tricky. So this is the butt, so we're gonna use our fingers, peel it back, but you see this right here, I hope you can see this right here, this is gonna stop you from going too far. You do not want to tear these creases right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go as far as this fold will let me. Okay, and then I'm gonna crease it down. Okay, so it looks like a little triangle. Well, this little triangle has little pockets, right? You see it? There's little pockets on either side. What I like to do is take this corner and put it in, just like a little bookmark, All right, we're gonna do the same with this one over here. And it's okay if you unfold it a little bit and you pop this out so you have space, and then you're just gonna you're gonna guide it into that pocket. I hope you can see that. You're gonna guide it into that pocket, and then you're gonna lay it flat. You're gonna tap everything down. All right, so now we're gonna turn it over, and you see this line that's created by the paper meeting each other. You're gonna fold the feet to feet on that line. Okay, you just finger press it. You don't need to crease it, so it looks like that. Okay, and then you're gonna put it back up. You have the crease right here. You're gonna fold the butt to that crease that we just made. Okay, so you're gonna fold, and more layers, more paper. It's gonna be hard. You're doing it just finger crease. You're not rubbing it. You're not doing a hard crease. But you see all those layers? It's gonna pop up like that, and that's what's gonna help this puppy hop. All right, so now we're gonna fold it back on that crease where it meets, and so it's gonna look like this. All right, from the top view, it looks like this, right? So how to make it hop is you want to pull back. You see that action I'm doing? I have my finger, the tip of my finger, and I'm pulling it back. I'm letting go. Let go. Pulling it back, and then I'm letting it go. All right, so that is our origami frog. This one came from an 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper. It was printer paper. You can do it. This is an origami piece of paper I got from Amazon, 6 inches by 6 inches. Now, this is just showing you how tiny I like to make my little origamis. So whatever you decide to do, it's up to you. This is supposed to be relaxing. This is not supposed to be stressful. I started this channel for 2 purposes: how-to videos on arts and crafts, but the other part was to have a therapeutic way of dealing with high emotions, stressful jobs, stressful events in your life. This helps distract you. Once you get the pattern down for the creases and everything, it becomes natural. But let me know your thoughts below, and please like and subscribe.